It's up and down, I'm in a gambling phase. We're going round and round, it's a trampoline stay. Oh, it's like I never run out of breath. And I don't care if we make a mess. Doesn't matter what's coming next. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment.
Good morning. Welcome to the Vooka Breakfast Show. To this wonderful, windy yet cloudy Friday morning. Look at me, I'm still on Thursday, Friday morning. And listen to us because we come to you live from our YouTube channel, which is the Vooka Breakfast Show. And feel free to also send through your comment under our comment section using the hashtag #Sivugile, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, hashtag Vooka Nation. Or you're also more than welcome to call us or send us a text on 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. And guess what? We don't only come live to you from YouTube, but we're also working with our sister station, which is called the Underground Radio. And then you can also get yourself the Underground Radio DBN app on iOS, or you can also get it on Play Store. I do hope that you guys are having a wonderful and beautiful day today, because you also know that we also bring you amazing things that cover different venues that are in and around South Africa. And today we are covering the one and only most magnificent, the Drakensberg Mountains. Now this morning, the Drakensberg Mountains rises like a fortress of stone and sky. Its jagged peaks crowned with mist, sunlight spills across rolling valleys, painting the slopes in shades of emerald and gold. Rivers tumble down rocky cliffs. There are echoes weaving through forests alive with bird song. Shepherds guide cattle across grassy pastures, while hikers trace winding paths that reveal breathtaking views at every turn. The air is crisp, carrying the scent of wildflowers and the quiet majesty of ancient basalt walls. Known as the Dragon Mountains, this range holds centuries of history, from sun rock art hidden in caves to stories whispered by the wind. Today's picture is more than just the scenery. It's a reminder of South Africa's natural grandeur, where land and legend meet. The Drakensberg stands not only as the destination, but a living symbol of beauty, resilience, and timeless wonder. So I do hope you get yourself there to the Drakensberg Mountain. And our quote for today is: freedom is not merely the absence of oppression, but the presence of justice. And this was once said by Oliver Reginald Tambo. And a message to inspire you is that on this day, we remember that real freedom is spelled through courage, integrity, and unity. Whether in leadership, community, or everyday choices, progress comes from when we stand firm for justice, even during uncertain times. South Africa's story reminds us that resilience and hope can overcome even the darkest moments. I do hope that you guys are going to have a wonderful Friday, and obviously stay tuned, and also listen to the amazing topics that we have. And please do not forget to also share your comment and share those amazing views that you have from this morning. So right now we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be giving you the news and sports headlines, followed by your market and weather update.
Can we just be bona fide? Stuck in this situation and let go all inhibitions now, with no intermission. Why are you so goddamn cold? Tell me why, 'cause you know this ain't no love. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. Don't wanna be your love. Let's keep it on the low, keep it on the
streets, what's poppin'?
The favorite morning crew
on the Vooka.
Good morning, my name is Moeketsi, my man. Let us keep you updated with some of news-making headlines this morning. Starting off with your first headline, a suspension sparks debate over SAPS leadership effectiveness. XPS officials trust in the police services. Your next news headline, Ramakgopa unveils new electricity pricing policy. Electricity Minister Kgosientsho Ramakgopa has revealed a new electricity pricing policy aimed at easing the financial burden on consumers. The policy seeks to curb steep tariff increases while ensuring Eskom's remains financially stable. Ramakgopa says rising electricity costs are unsustainable and are pushing many households into energy poverty. On your last news headline, High Court dismisses a 17 million rand claim after acquittal. The Western Cape High Court has dismissed a 17 million rand damages claim by a man who spent nearly 2 years in prison for double murder before being acquitted. The court ruled that police and prosecutors acted with reasonable cause and that the prosecution was not malicious. That's all for your news headline. Heading over to your sports news. On your boxing news, age won't define Thabiso Mchunu, says the veteran South African boxer Thabiso Mchunu says age will not define him as he continues his career at 38. Despite recent defeats, Mchunu believes he is in peak physical condition and still capable of competing at the highest level. He is preparing for a 6-round cruiserweight bout against Karib Shitana at Knockout Chaos 1 in Sandton and remains focused on earning another shot at a world title before retiring. Heading over to your football news, Pirates stats versus Chiefs. It's a big moment mentality. As the Soweto derby approaches, debate continues over what matters more: Orlando Pirates' statistical dominance or Kaizer Chiefs' ability to deliver in crucial moments. Analysts point to Pirates' strong performances across key metrics, while Chiefs are praised for stepping up when pressure is highest. With history, pride, and league positions at stake, the clash promises another intense chapter in South Africa's biggest football rivalry. Lastly, on your rugby news, Sharks accept Osprey's loss and shift focus. Sharks coach JP Peterson says his side have accepted their defeat to the Ospreys and are now shifting focus to their United Rugby Championship clash with Edinburgh. The narrow loss was made by controversial uncontested scrums and missed scoring opportunities. Peterson admitted his team lacked ruthlessness but insists lessons have been taken as the Sharks prepare for a crucial match in Scotland. That's all we have for your news headlines and sports headlines. We are going to come back with your news recap exactly at 9 o'clock. For now, if you want to share your thoughts, you can use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show or send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. Right now, let us take a short break. We will be back with your market rates and your latest weather update.
It's for you, it's all for you. 가만히 있으면 안 되는 걸까? 왜 그런 거야? I'm okay just the way I am. I'm okay with what I do. 지금이 들어도 상관없는데 이 끝 가자. Right here, right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 더디 찾으면 안 되는 걸까? 왜 그런 거야? I'm okay just the way I am. I'm okay with what I do. 지금 이대로도 상관없는데 이 끝이 없는 조언들 너만한 necessity. 고맙지만 고맙지 않은데 You know, you know. I don't want to know. I don't want no more, no more. I don't want to know.
Now, welcome back. Let's get you nice and warm out there. Johannesburg is standing at 10 degrees with moderate rain, and Cape Town is at 16 degrees with clear skies. Durban is at 21 degrees with an overcast of clouds. Pretoria is standing at 12 degrees with light rain. Heading over to your markets, the dollar is standing at 16 Rand 47 cents. Great British Pound is standing at 22 Rand 24 cents. The Euro is standing at 19 Rand 26 cents. And the Yen is standing at 10 cents. And then gold will cost you 78 Rand per ounce, 78,000 per ounce. The Brent crude oil will cost you 1,612 Rand per barrel. Bitcoin is going to cost you 1,295,000 Rand per Bitcoin. So we do hope that you're going to have a nice and beautiful day out there. Don't forget to also carry your umbrella because you never know when it might rain.
Yeah, it is 17 minutes past 8. And of course, those were your market rates and your latest weather update for this beautiful Friday morning. Yes, for us, it's a favorable weather. We like it so much. We hope that this whole weekend can be like this so that we can enjoy. I don't know about you, but you can let me know how you feel about this weather this morning, because I think for most of us, we can get our Friday mode activated. Speaking of activating that Friday mode, let us engage. And of course, we are Vooka Breakfast Show on all social media platforms. And if you want to dial us in, send your voice note, because we've been getting calls this week. You can also simply call us. The WhatsApp line is open for calls and for voice note. Dial 0604933226. That's 0604933226. My name is Moeketsi, my man. And of course, I'm joined by MooCee, Mr. and Afriberry on the table for this beautiful morning. We want you to join us because of course we're going to be having interesting morning up until 10 o'clock on the dot. Share the live with your loved ones. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And speaking of subscription, I would like to welcome, of course, TK to the Vooka Nation Gold. TK, welcome. We know that you've been one of an absolute member of the Vooka Nation. We appreciate that being with us each and every morning. And of course, today it is episode number 258. Is it 9? 259.
It's 9.
Okay, we will fix that.
I think it's 9.
It's 259.
9.
259
Yes,
episodes in. And of course, we're feeling great about that. I hope that you're also feeling good with that. I don't know about you guys. How are you feeling this morning? But before I do that, just to do a morning quick check up on some of the people who came through in the comment section. We see Z Elizabeth saying, good morning, Vooka family, Underground Radio DBN, and the Vooka Breakfast Show. Good Friday. Cold Friday it is yet. Sifugile, wishing you a blessed day ahead and keep warm. Hashtag. Oh, it's 258, right? Where's the 9 coming from?
You know why I say 9, Mr. B? If you check on the episode that's written audio only, actually from day 1 and 2, the days that we streamed at Rand Show, one of them is miswritten. Right, so I think there's about 2 episodes that are written 258.
Yeah.
And I'm not counting the one that's written audio only. So if you count from the one, there's about 40. There's 2 that are written 48, if I'm not mistaken, if you check correctly. So today technically should be 250.
But you know what,
from the
man?
Rancho, yes sir.
Regardless, I feel like we have more than 258 episodes, 259, 260.
Oh, I mean,
We have
technically,
shot,
sure, absolutely.
We have shot more
Absolutely.
than that.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
can combine all of our
All of them,
episodes,
yeah,
they can
absolutely
make
past
1,000
258.
episodes, right?
Yes,
But
sir.
of course, for the numbering of people who are watching and be with us, maybe Loena, if you're watching, you can tell us, guys, I've been with you from episode 17. It's 258. Congratulations to yourself.
That's so
Congratulations to yourself,
Far
right?
back. Yes,
Of
sir.
course, we are going to be having some good time this morning, but I just want to do those morning check-ins. As I was reading some of the comments right there, Z Elizabeth saying, wishing you a blessed day ahead and keep warm. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. That's what we are going to be doing this morning. And then TK came through saying, good morning, I'm a Vooka Mahle. It's a Friday, finally. Wishing everyone a great day. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Yes, it is a Friday. It's been a hectic week, and I think this is the last Friday of this month.
Yes,
Yo.
it is. It is actually.
Yo.
Now that you mention it,
Yo,
now that you
yo,
mention it,
yo,
I mean,
yo,
I don't know
yo.
about you, Mo. I feel like literally 2 minutes ago we were saying, guys, it's the last Friday of April. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Literally 2 minutes ago, and then now we're already saying, guys, it's the last
Sheesh.
Friday of
Time
of
flies.
May. Is it April?
Time flies.
April.
Yeah.
It'll go May or it'll go
Yeah,
May.
no, it's April.
Oh,
right
April.
now. This is
Why
the
am I
last Friday
thinking-
of April. The last time, 2 minutes ago, we were saying it's the last Friday
of
May.
March.
Of March.
Naha. Why bona mara? Why bona Vooka sunset session it's like?
But yeah. Tell me, guys, how are you feeling this morning? Are you locked in or you are locked out?
I am actually, I'm a bit tired.
Okay.
But I think it's a good type of tired. It's a good kind of tired.
Okay.
Yeah, man, and I think the reason is I'm looking forward to this weekend.
Yeah.
And as much as it's cold, and I do reiterate from every now and again, or actually time and time again, that I don't like this weather, especially if it's cold and wet and it's moist and but other than that, I think I'm looking forward to a good winter. It's gonna be cold. And like, you better prepare yourself, guys. I'm gonna be complaining all winter long. People like Banele and you, Mr. Mo, should not complain. You should not talk about the coldness. And
No, it doesn't mean you should complain,
No, you
because
shouldn't talk
Luena,
about it.
there's times in summer where you complain like,
what is? But it's like, I'm happy about it.
All people who love summer, there's a point where they just I
No.
don't find out yashisa.
Yeah, she's a yes. But I
Yeah,
love it. I would rather have
even
it
when
this
it's
way.
cold, even when it's winter, there's a time where people are like, I don't
No,
it's
you shouldn't
cold, but
complain.
we're
You said
not
you,
used to this
you
coldness.
You love the coldness.
Do you
so
remember the
shouldn't.
coldness here in South Africa around 2007? Yeah, 2007. That was not a normal winter.
You were 7 years. Do
Yeah,
you still remember
I
that?
still remember that
That's
winter
crazy.
because 7 years, Neketa grade 3. I was doing grade 2, grade 3. I still remember.
as a
Primary
grade
years.
one?
No,
That's crazy.
I did grade 1, 6.
Oh,
6
okay.
years.
Okay,
So
you
you
were
went in
those
grade
kids.
2.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So I remember very well kana Korea school the amount of jacket we would wear because why I remember is because I was still using transport. Yeah. Mr. Zakes, right?
Okay, Mr. Zakes.
So
shout
Mr.
out.
Zakes would complain each and every morning that his car is cold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
so it takes longer to warm
longer
up.
to warm up. So I remember there was a time he called my mom and was like, engine froze.
Hi, Bonjal.
So we're looking at you organizing transport for your kids for the rest of I don't know how many weeks.
Yes, sir.
Right. So yeah, it was bad. But we know that we all have our days when it comes to summer and winter. So Afriberry, I don't know about you. Are you locked in or are you locked out?
No, I'm locked out, hey, because I got home late and I woke up late. When I got there was no electricity. I still woke up. The electricity was not even back. Well, like, you wish, it's a lot going on, nje.
Yeah.
Otherwise, because even this weekend, and I'm gonna enjoy it,
Yeah.
but not the way that I'd like, because it's gonna be filled with like a whole lot of work. So tomorrow, Sunday, even on Monday. So this past weekend plus this weekend, I just realized that I've actually been working back to back.
Yeah.
So I just hope that the fatigue won't kick in anytime soon.
Yeah, and speaking of being locked out, I'm sorry because I have bad news for you. Because the Minister of Electricity has unveiled a new electricity pricing policy, right? which is going to be introduced, and it is aimed at slowing tariff increases and easing pressure on households while keeping Eskom viable. It's something that we're going to be touching on exactly at 9 o'clock on some of the news headlines that you missed, right? But right now it is 25 minutes past 8. What I want to do is to discuss something that is very interesting, because we're talking about how 2 minutes, we were saying it's the last day of March, 2 minutes, we are here. It's the last Friday of this month. But now, as much as time flies,
Yes,
we know
sir.
that we get older.
Yes.
Akere. And if we get older, because last month I don't know how many, because there's how other people measure in between the months and weeks in terms of growing up, right?
Okay.
I get Rona, we say I'm turning 1 year after a year. I'm turning a year older after a year. So there
I
are people,
am a year older.
Yeah, so there is a numbering system that other people, I forgot what it is, but it's like after a few months, they call it something. But we will
Okay.
definitely do some research on that.
Okay, I don't get it, but okay.
After 3 months, I have turned maybe, let me say, for example, I'm 21. After 3 months, I'm 21.3. I'm 21.4.
I'm
21.5.
21 and 3
Yeah,
months.
Baba 2.5.
Yeah,
You know,
2 and 3 quarters.
2 3 quarters and
Yeah,
things
yeah,
like
or
that.
26 and
yeah,
3
but
quarters.
there's something deeper also when it comes to the numbering.
So
Baba?
basically, they use the clinic system where, as a parent,
Yeah,
you take your kid to
yeah.
a clinic. How old is your child? No, 13 months, 24 months. No, she's 3 years. How many months? So that's basically the system that they are using.
You understand?
And it's confusing us.
Yeah. So now, I don't know how old were you last month, but for some people, it's like
I'm still
I've
the
grown.
same age. Last month I was the same. I'm still the same age, my brother. Yeah.
Right, but for some people, they're going to be like, last month, man, there's growth that I've experienced in my life, and I've become more wiser. I'm making, more decisions that are calculated.
Okay.
So we are asking this morning that does older always mean wiser?
Okay.
If someone is old, does it mean they're wise? I carry you at 26 when.
Yes, I am.
Are you wise at the age of 26
No.
right now?
At the age of 26, I don't think so.
You don't think you can be wise at the age of 26?
You can be. I'm not. What I'm saying, because you asked me, am I wise at the age
are you
of 26? No, not as wise as I'd like to be, or not. Maybe even I could stretch it and say not as wise as I think I am.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And does older mean wiser?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. I've shared this, and I remember we actually went quite deep into it the last time that what test the last time we had a conversation about respect. I remember it was you and I and Mr. B, and we went quite extensive into it in trying to dissect whether respect should be given based on age.
Yeah.
Or it should, or where I was coming from with it, where my argument was at, or what my argument was based on, that I respect based on behavior, character, morality, and values, and all of those kinds of things, right? So, and I have shared a number of times on the show that just because you're older means not that umnadi.
Yeah.
How mnati? There's a lot of adults. Baba saying mnati. How mnati? Brayaka, do you get what I'm trying to say? And I make the ridiculous example, and I make it purposefully, so with intention, that Bo 2 out of 50. We remember them, Koskolo.
Yeah.
We know them, guys. We had them, Bo 2 out of 50. I get it. We know them.
They are
Does
our
it mean
friends.
now that because you're an adult now, automatically, so you are a 33-year-old? Does it mean
I think it
by
does happen.
some by some miracle, magically,
Yeah.
you are nice? Now you can
It does
reason.
happen, it
Now
does
you have great
Reasoning
capacity. Your functionality, your thinking capacity is on is like
Exactly. It is.
and look, I also recognize there's different things. We've spoken about it, you and I and Banele. There's street smarts, there's book smarts, right? And I know that this one, the example that I'm making, is slightly falling on the book smart side of things. It could be a 50-50 or like a 60-40 or 70-30 type of thing, right?
Yeah.
But how no simnate ko skolong, it doesn't mean automatically now because you're an adult or you're going to be nice. So no so it doesn't mean that. I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that.
But I don't think school can also measure where you're going.
That's I mentioned.
Right.
That's I do mention.
Yeah.
There are book smarts, there's street smarts, there's
Yeah.
people who are great in the house, who can make a home, who can function. Okay, you do this, that, and the other. If you want to do this, do you get what I'm trying to say? We're all gifted in very different ways. All of us were gifted in different ways. There's people who are skilled in intercommunication and interrelationships and will understand and can break down those kinds of things. Like, we're gifted in different ways. But growing up, if no simnati, means not that. I'm not saying that's always the case.
Yeah.
What I am saying is that it means not that automatically when you grow up you're going to be nice. It doesn't. It doesn't work like that.
So we've all had the say. I think for most of us, being around Zulu people, Tswana people, we've all had the say ukuthi indlela ibuzwa kwabaphambili. And
Sure.
it means that those who are in front of us,
Sure.
they're more wiser than us. Understand? So the context and the analogy, when you just try to look deep into it, is that each and every time when you're seeking for an elderly advice, I cannot go to my peers. I can only go to that 41-year-old, 51-year-old, 65-year-old that we consider hore amnati. But
No.
because of their age, because for some people they're like, age matters.
Yeah,
Age
for some.
matters. Yeah, age
sure.
matters. If I want an advice, I can't go to a 25-year-old. I want to go to someone who is more wiser.
Let me ask you. Yi mokas. Yi.
Yeah.
Machrot man.
Yeah.
Like Grot man. Right? And out of Grot man, we know that the word Grot man means big brother
Yes.
or older brother.
Yes.
Right? And we use this term very loosely so. It's a Grot man. It's a vetu. It's a Grot man. Machrotmani who are here along Kasi or our neighborhood where the station is situated.
Yeah.
I'm talking people who are 10 years and older than you, Mr. Mo. You're 26, I get.
Yeah.
Now we're 26. Mo and I are 26, guys. You're 26, my brother, this year. Someone who's 36 and older. There's a lot of them, Momokas. A lot of them. By virtue of that, the statement is assuming that all of these Grotmans, you can go to them when 10 years and old.
Yeah, and seek for an advice.
And are you guaranteed though?
I don't think I'm guaranteed because I feel like there's a certain of expectation when you are asking advice from someone. Because you come to an elderly person and say, hey, Grotmane, can you please advise me on this, without you laying out everything that you want to be advised on. Because if you don't move a situation, but based on his age and maturity, I feel like I'm going to get what I want. Because now I've laid
every
out
time,
for it.
10 of them.
This is an expectation that I want.
All 10 of them.
10 of them.
Yes.
Not 10 of them, but I feel like I am going to get the advice that I want.
Yeah.
If you can put the 10 of them, maybe on 1 or 2.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm going to get the advice.
But
that
why
I want.
not 10? Because the statement says, the assumption of the statement is that when you are older, you are wiser.
So I'm going to get 10 different advices from these people.
Yeah, but it should be great advice throughout. I get about Baba man.
Well,
you are older, so it means
they
you
are
should.
going to be great.
All of them.
So okay, let's put it in. Let's say you ask them. When you feel like you're
I
not
don't want
going
to mention names.
So 10 of them, you're not going to get a
No,
good
that's not what
advice
I'm
from
saying.
them.
What I'm saying is I'm not guaranteed that I'm going to get great advice
Great
from
advice
all
from
10 of
them.
them. The
Okay.
reason being is that older doesn't mean wiser.
Okay.
Even from a 50-year-old, guys. I don't want to mention names on air, guys. People's names are very expensive out here. I've had experiences. 10 years ago, ke bua time le khoro tem feto 57-year-old. Mara how mamela gore mara pa wena wa reng mara. Papa wa reng. What are you saying? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Because one thing I've learned, we have seen people when they're around other people,
Sure.
how they react, how
Sure.
they behave, and then you become in closed doors with them, and then you're like, yo, Grotman, I didn't expect this from you. Inside, you're like, yo, Grotman, I thought he was childish because of he was trying to please everyone, in the room. But now, I've never had an encounter whereby I approach an elderly person and they still act childish one-on-one.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
that itself, it's a rare moment that you would find. But when they're around people, there's a certain way, because it's like, I have so many characters and now I have to act a certain way. For them, they feel like that because socially, we don't have all, and we've never learned those social cues, so we are going to be in a stage whereby we are exposed to such things, whereby I feel like I can only give someone great advice when they approach me personally. I cannot give like advice to 5 boys who are asking all at the same time. That will take out that, budizi.
No, you're introducing something completely different here. Or maybe not completely different, but you're creating context now. You are building and creating scenario, circumstance, right? Generally here, we're just talking generally, mahlot go kasi.
Yeah.
Matime go kasi. Are you saying matime? Matime mo kasi a wotle by virtue of just being a parent. I don't even want to say a dad or a father.
I feel like everyone who grew up in the eras of apartheid, they have great advice.
Nah, bro.
They face the struggle, those are comrades.
Yeah, no.
Those are tough people.
I don't think so, Mo. I don't think so. Even with our peer group, right? 20-something-year-olds, early 30s, mid 30s, towards your late 30s.
Yeah.
We tend to assume in society that because you have grown and you've had so many years on earth, it means exactly. We use those terms very loosely, so, and I've shied away from using those terms. Mdala means not that umnate prayaka. Understand? And that's where the disappointment actually comes. That's when I've experienced disappointment. Assuming by virtue of this person being a parent, by virtue of this person having lived so many years on earth, I'm going to get great advice concerning whatever I'm going through, the advice that I'm looking for. Understand? And the expectation is very umnati. This sister, like, what are you saying? And that's where the disappointment comes in. It's like no, like, what are you doing? Like, what are you saying?
That's why, Kira, this also comes from a point of expectation, because what I have learned is we know that people are exposed to different things, right? And with what we are seeing right now with guys coming outside from jail, having spent a lot of time inside prison,
being imprisoned, yes,
they're now coming into podcasts. You understand? They talk about their experiences, and this person is giving an advice based on the environment that shaped him.
Yes.
So if we can understand these people, where they come from, maybe Grotmane come from a very abusive family. He comes from a toxic family, and the only advice he can give, it comes from a toxic standpoint of view. Hore, namfetu, if a girl disrespects you, mushape.
But you're creating
That's what
context.
he was.
You're creating scenario. You're creating context.
Yeah.
One understand. We're talking general here. We're not, because the statement does not consider your background. The statement does not consider.
But you have to look at your background.
Now, that's why you're getting deeper. You're dissecting it, and you're creating scenario. You're creating circumstance. You're creating context around it.
Yeah.
The statement is, does older mean wiser? Not what it does older mean wiser if you are born during apartheid. If you are born, you are part of the first generation of black kids who attended Model C schools. If you grew up in an abusive family, if you grew up with a father who was an alcoholic or who used to binge drink, if you grew up with a mother who wasn't at home. I mean, we've spoken about it, Hori. Do you prefer a homemaker, someone who's going to be a stay-at-home mom with the kids making the home, or do you prefer someone who's going to have a career and go out there and make money like you are? You understand? The statement does not consider those things. It doesn't. The question is, does older mean
you are wiser?
Not does older mean wiser because of 100 million, because like something like that. I would even bring that in. Having money does not mean you're nice. A monkey in a suit is still a monkey, chief. It doesn't make it humane. So it does mean 100 million go bank account now you're nice. I don't know, man. I don't know. Mr. B, talk to me, my
Let's
brother.
ask a question. So, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Sure.
So, you and Mo are listening to me. Will you guys receive wisdom the same way?
No.
So then, if one says, B, brother B, I'm not. Another one says, no,
Yeah.
I found value.
In that.
Question is, did I not spit the wisdom
You did. And it landed differently
for the individuals?
for the individuals. Yeah.
So
it won't land the
are we
same.
talking about wisdom as a general consensus?
Yes.
Or it becomes a thing of individually, so I find value? Because someone who smokes, drinks will say to you, don't do drugs because I'm shy, But that's good advice for someone.
Yeah.
But someone might say, but you're not that wise because you are drug afflicted yourself.
Yeah.
I think, and I could be wrong. I stand to be corrected here, Mr. B. But I think we all internally and what's this word I'm looking for? Like bomotu barona as human beings.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting this word and I always use it. But internally, I think we all have a scale. We have an internal measuring scale, whether or not the wisdom lands or resonates with you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When someone gives great advice, whether or not it applies or whether or not it resonates with you, you can tell. You can generally so.
Sure.
Right? If someone was to come here and abu, right? Upload, hey guys, come to Vooka breakfast. Hey man, I like the studio, but whatever. We'll have the small talk, and then we do have those conversations that can take up to 2 hours, where Osvaldo can sit here 2 hours after the show has been completed, and we go into these conversations and we break it down and we debunk and we dissect, right? So I think internally as the human species, we have that measuring scale. We do have it. I think, at least I think so, right? Where you can tell, if I were to come to him with my problems or with the issues that I'm facing as an individual, because what you go through, what I go through, what Mo goes through, what Afriberry goes through is very different. And then we can break it down as females and males, as my 1K versus my 2K. Do you get what I'm trying to say? All those kinds of things. Employed versus unemployed. Those kinds of things of the kind of family that you come from, your upbringing. Then we can break it down, right? But generally, so I think we have an internal thing where you can tell, you know what? If I were to sit down with this pastor and remove the pastor from him and sit down with him man to man as a man, this person would probably, even if he hasn't gone through whatever I'm going through, doesn't necessarily have the experience of what I'm going through, but this person, by virtue of his makeup, he can give me great advice.
So obviously, I don't think there's a way where we can measure how wise an advice is.
Sure.
Because there's someone who needs, because for me, someone can give me an advice like, dude, I've had that,
Sure.
several times. But
Sure.
someone next to me was like, I really appreciate the advice that I got. And something that I believe in is it's impossible that someone can be 60 years or 65 years and they have nothing wise to share. For me, I believe that it's impossible because
You think so?
it's impossible with life experiences. When it comes to life experiences, it's impossible for someone to live 65 years and not give something wise, because there are people who feel like, there's things that I wanted to do. So each and every time when they ask, because I watch these YouTube videos where they would ask, compare these young ones, okay, from the age of 20 to 25, what do you regret, And when you look at people from ages to 65 upwards, they've always have something to share, to say, you know what, I never gave myself an opportunity to live more. So I feel like these young ones should live more. Like, there's always something to share, whether you like it or not. Some people don't have regrets, some people have regrets. And now that comes off as a wise thing to share with the people out there.
Yeah, because if I were to throw a dichotomy of Robert Kiyosaki
Okay.
saying, do not go to school. And then you have others, experts, professors, but to go to school in order for you to earn an income, a good life,
Have succession.
sustainable, go to school, get a degree,
Sure.
right? So they are saying two opposite things.
Sure.
So one of them is clearly wrong.
Yeah.
So I would argue that Robert is either giving bad advice, or the other ones that say save, go to school, get a degree. That's bad advice. But both of them can't be right.
They can.
They can.
Two things can be right at the same time.
So opposites,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Both of them can be right.
Yes.
So someone can then come and give you advice and say one piece of the story.
Sure.
But it doesn't mean that it's not sound advice.
Yeah.
It's not.
Sure.
Yeah. So even the ones that we might think they are not.
I'm not.
Yes. They are just giving
Spectrum.
a
Spectra.
portion of what is wise or what is true.
Yeah.
So do you think that by virtue of being older, across the board, just because you have lived a certain number of years on earth, do you think that you would give great advice?
It cannot. I mean,
In certain
great.
areas.
Yes, in certain areas. That's why it's not like it's impossible for you to not, give anything that makes sense. Like at the age of 65 to say, I'm chow there.
Oh, child, when?
That's why that advice when it comes to I can be bad, I can be 65 and be very bad when it comes to
250.
dating advice.
Carlo,
eh,
250.
dating advice. But when it comes to life advices, definitely I'm going to give you something that's going to help you.
Yeah, because if Junior walks in and Afro, tell me about money. How do I invest? How do I grow this money? Zotin, or maybe your son. Yeah.
I had to advise him to open up a savings account.
You see, Robert says that's bad advice because money is currency, and currency, just like a river, needs to keep flowing. So the more you save money, you're gonna lose out because savers are losers since inflation. So the 100 rand that you store today will not get you the same value of product in 2 years to come.
Yeah.
That's bad advice.
Yeah.
So if someone then says, but Afri, why give your son bad advice? Zotin?
Because I wanted them to save up for their future.
Yeah, but then it's bad advice because based on inflation, you are losing the true value of what it is today. But when you thought you're giving good advice.
Great advice. Sure. No,
right?
I mean.
So that's why I'm saying, Guti, advice only applies to
the
certain
context,
people in certain
the circumstance.
Context. Yeah.
Because I've always said when the student is ready, the master will show up
Yeah.
for different things.
Yeah.
Different things.
But very interesting, man. You can keep your comments coming through.
Yeah,
But another one that we are going to be unpacking right now because we don't have enough time is the maturity myth. Is it wise also to look outside your age group for love? I want to date someone who's
15
10
years. Let's start. Let's start.
Have you dated someone who's older than you?
This guy. Okay, no, Lucky, let's put the cards on the table, guys. Let's put the cards on the table. So it depends on what your definition of dating is.
Yeah.
Right. I, for one, am not necessarily for. I don't want to use like promote or condone, but I'm not for. That's why I get it depends on what your definition of older is, or your definition of dating, rather.
Yeah.
Let's say Ugawalala just fuben sako.
Hey, wait. I get it. That's why.
Because we can categorize it in different ways.
Yes.
We just want to know Ugawalala's fuben sako. That's all we want to know.
So.
Have you kissed a woman who's older?
You got to this guy. So here's the thing. I'm not necessarily for settling. And I get a settling, I mean building with older.
Yeah.
Right? And I get it older, I'm talking 9-10 years and above. That's just my preference. That's just what I identify with.
Yeah.
So that's like it depends on your definition of dating. Dating, mjolo, you know, the dating that's just passing by, man.
Entanglements.
It's something to fere. Tswar, man. It's what is again? Tswar.
Ke amo.
Nyaman namba, man. It's a man. It's maramusia, it's wena. It's a clemala when I was in Yanako. You know those kinds of things. You know, like at a Pick and Pay or you know, go taxi. You know those kinds of things.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. I live a movie type of life. So I build scenarios in my head and I want to see, okay, if I were to do this or something like I saw in a movie, if I were to use this pickup line, Moeketsi, would it work? Type of thing.
Yeah.
So I live that kind of life. I love movies. I watch a lot of TV and a lot of movies and series and stuff like that. So there's certain things that I try to apply. So if it's that kind of dating and Kim Cholonyana, what 2 minutes, go for it. You wanna be in a two months relationship with a 15-year or with someone who's 15 years plus older. Go for it. But in terms of settling, you're building family, you're building future. I guys know.
But what if that would they want to settle?
If that's your thing, go for it. Knock yourself out. Run far and wide with it. Personally, I don't condone it. I'm not for it. I don't promote it. I think like I'm not for it. I'm just not for it. Why Usiangwanaka 15 years or like no, like what are you doing? You're 15 years older than this person. Why? This is me though.
I mean, this is
me.
also
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but I'm not for it.
So you wouldn't date someone?
No. I wouldn't settle.
Settle with someone.
I wouldn't build a solid relationship with someone who is 10, 11 years older than me and like I wouldn't do that. I'm sorry. No.
Okay, so with you, Afriberry, I feel like with women it's different. I feel like with women the age should go down. I don't know, because we have seen that, a lot of women prefer older men, right? So I don't know with you, would you date someone who's 10 years younger than you?
No. No. Bad experience with those people. So no. I probably, if I was to date somebody who's younger than me, it'll probably have to be at least around 4-5 years younger than me. Yeah, then that's fine.
4 years age gap.
4-year age gap between us, then yes, that's fine. That's my limit.
Sorry, it's just that you said something, multi-bad experience you've gone through.
You've tried.
Yes, I've tried.
10 years.
No, not 10 years, but like I was 6 years older than him.
Nalego primary.
No, ufeditse
School.
school. So I did try it, but it was just a bit bizarre. So for me, no, I'd prefer
So he was 18.
No.
He was 19. He was 2 months outside of high school.
Nanani 21.
He had just gotten his
21.
matric results. 27, 28.
No.
Sorry. Just
Afriberry
was just there. It was just
Kgatella ngwana ka tlhaloganyo.
I ke gatelle ngwana ka tlhaloganya ke re lene ne itse batho experience ka re okay a re tse experiment re bone.
So who shall I who?
And it was it was him.
Wavuma now.
And ngwana go betsa ka tafulo bo kgang.
I'm like, okay. So I'm like, okay. I told him, like, I'm older than you. So we're going to see. And it was not like dating on a serious note. It was more of like a fling. So for me, it was, you could say it was a case study for Nna.
Yeah.
To see if I'd actually be somebody who's maybe going to commit into a relationship, like a proper relationship with somebody who's younger than me. And I saw from there that, you know what, it's not going to work.
But Boalalis Fubensaki.
Yes.
Obvious.
She tried it actively so.
No, I sometimes watch
Labora,
it's just a fling.
It's like
But did you?
No, nalala monna.
Uncelile umfana. And for a fact, I know that, with experiences, we would have them. And for most people, I've never had someone who's like, man, dating older women, it's something that I always enjoy and I've taken out of it, and I will always date, older women. Yeah, because a lot of guys, they will date older women, but when they settle, it's like,
have you
settling for
dated
someone.
older?
I've never, and I wouldn't.
You've never
Like,
tried?
That's my principle.
Have you ever tried?
No, I don't even think about it.
Have you been attracted
No, like
to an older?
if you are 5 years older, you are my mother.
So you've never
my mother.
you've never liked a girl who's older than you.
Liked a
yeah,
girl.
Or had a
No,
crush.
I just
Too sharp.
appreciate it to say you are sister Romontle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
sister
if it feta fela yalo mo.
Yeah, not having anything for
So
her.
when I know Afri, like you wouldn't.
Nah,
Nah,
yo, she's
man.
my mom.
5 years. 5, 6
Oh,
years.
sorry,
in ya.
also from your mom.
5, 6 years in
I
ya.
get that's why I get it. 4 years,
Tell her
5
the-
years.
Hey, your mom.
Mr. B, how about you?
I have,
Older?
Yeah, 9 years.
9 years older than
Dated,
you.
like
You were
serious, like
desperate.
But
full
you
on
would-
dating.
Yeah, holding hands.
Lales fubensake.
No, my.
A
she
grab.
slept on. Yeah.
Ntlelele kam uthase bo.
She was 9 years older than
That's
you.
crazy.
Wow.
Serious dating, I think
9 years,
older.
6 years, yeah.
Yo.
I've never actually been like full on proper.
Yeah.
At most, I think 3 years.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is that significant.
Yeah.
But I have from time to time had got my flirt on with the older lady.
Because you give off the
Rabona, bona le
energy.
matlhogo a move ang ka
Guys,
mogare
we
wa
give
gago.
off the energy more than anything. The reason
So
why
I give off
even
energy ya batho ba
exactly
batona. Yeah, batho.
exert the energy to
Hey,
them.
batho. Utlwa
Because
Moeketsi,
trust
Mr.
me,
B, do I
trust me.
give energy of old?
Guys,
Yes, yes, you do.
Older lady. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
you
no,
do.
here's the
Oh,
thing.
my
here's the
old
thing.
lady.
Man. So I've gotten my flirt on with Bosesterinyana Bakhrut,
Yeah.
woman. And as much as I
Their names are like Obo Susan.
Man,
no, the names that don't matter, guys. But
They do.
Botora.
What's his name?
Wow,
Ma,
so
let me say my 80s, Mr. P. My 80s, right? There's this lady actually. I like her, man. She's on Facebook. She has a page, and she listens to like good music, deep house, old school house, woman. And whenever she comes on to the social streets, she'll go, "Hey, Bontanga, wait bang hetile gape." And she's like, "Kile 8, man." You know, she's got that vibe, man. Ke sister, hey, Bontanga. So I've gotten my flirt on with Sister Ekhroti, 80, and it's interesting. It's interesting because on a couple of occasions, I've gotten the experience where they think I'm not so younger than them.
You are
You know?
older.
Yeah, and I think it's by virtue of also the company that I keep, because the youngest friend of who I have is a year younger than me, right? And we, yeah, man, so I have gotten that energy, and I get it. I'm pretending as if I don't know, but I do know because I've seen it. I've seen it where sister, if you hi guys, it's look sheli tafula nani. Okay, babe, nchotsa bone. Sister, bona gore man. Oh, ekile 89. Ekile 89.
That's why I
Now,
get
but
it.
then it's 2000.
It's giving off the energy
Yeah, yeah,
because
no, I
more
get
than
you.
anything, maybe the people that you surround yourself with, you know, they will see okay, you are with guys who are, you know, older. So Luena, automatically it makes you look like you
Yeah,
are
yeah.
older because you're in the group. That's why Kira, I've seen with my friends, I've never had that experience because I think I give off that energy for my sister.
Ontwana,
Yeah.
yeah. Sister Ekhroti, don't even try it.
Ke a go tlhompha. Wabo, like that's the respect that I give them, you know, immediately. But now with my friends Yababona, you know, they try to look like
Stimza gives off, yeah.
and then obviously that's you opening the door or the
Yeah.
portal for them to come to you
Come
to
through,
say,
yeah.
hey,
And I must say, lebo usi ba batona.
Wabo,
What's told?
exactly.
But let me ask you more. Being someone who doesn't condone it, who's not for it.
Yeah.
Let's say you run into someone, you bump into someone. This lady is not giving older, is not giving like, because I'm assuming when our 90s is older.
yo,
Like-
grandmother.
91, 92 is older
Yeah,
for
it's
you, right?
very old.
So this lady, you bump into her, maybe we're working somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, next week you guys are going to be on a job,
Yeah.
right? And you strike a conversation with this person, because I've had those instances, man. Ke movie, like guys. You strike a conversation, hi, the guy, sharp, okay, so what do you do? I mean, at the Yay thing in Midrand, you remember? I had multiple conversations with different
Exactly.
girls from
Yeah.
different parts of the
Engagements, yeah.
engagement, different parts of the country, right?
Yeah.
And you strike a conversation, and it's great, it's nice. And you're like, no, we can continue this. And she's like, no, I want to know about Vooka. Guys, girls think they've got it down, guys. Yeah, please tell me about Vooka more. It's so interesting, guys. Where are you guys based? I'd love to watch the show. Please send me the link on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
When the show is live.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, but okay, no, so phone fit.
Yeah.
Only to find after 2 months that this lady is 7 years older than you.
Yeah.
Would you then cut all ties with this person?
I'm shutting it down. Guys.
You would cut all ties?
I'm shutting it down.
By virtue of age, friend?
I am going to shut it down.
Okay.
The thing is, I have a reason, and I will always mention the reason. I have older brothers.
Okay.
You understand? So imagine if my brother is 10 years older than me, and then like, it really doesn't make sense. You are dating someone who is your brother's age.
So if
and
your brother comes
like,
with a younger girl who's your age?
who's my age,
Yes.
it's understandable.
Why though?
It's understandable.
What do you want to double standards?
It's not like yanong utotlale mamaka, because if he comes with someone who's older than him, it's like, you are coming with our mother, my brother. This is our
But
mother.
why is it understandable?
I mean, it's
when
normal. It feels normal. It looks normal if
It's not.
he comes with someone who's younger
It's
than
not.
him.
And it's interesting.
So
'cause
if
Nelly-
your brother comes with a 75-year-old woman,
No, man. 75, why? Ukholo.
Wabo, why?
Why usalokola
No,
pension?
he loves her.
Okay,
No.
I think
He
we should
loves
also
her.
start to understand, Wuti, when it comes to the world of dating, how old is old actually? Because I get it, that's where I think we kind of lost it a bit. Because you say, for example, I'm 30,
Yeah.
so you consider me what your mother. Mo go
Nah,
fetaga 5 years. 5 actually.
Right, you.
I mean, 6 because technically you're 31 this year. So
Yeah.
it's a difference of 6 years.
So
but
when
yeah.
it's like a difference of 6 years, but it's
out of my bracket.
But
where are you? I get let's open.
You're out of my age
So-
bracket.
So you see that but sometimes it doesn't necessarily, it's not even that old. So if you can
It's
understand,
old.
if you can understand your
It's
brother
old.
coming home with
It's
somebody
old.
who's the same
Yeah,
age
see-
as you,
yeah,
how
then
are you
should-
going to address the whole situation? Because now it becomes awkward.
I'm the last
So
born.
the
Look,
way
The
o
reason
tlhompha
I'm saying
botho
that
hao.
is because as the last born, I have a certain level of understanding. Okay, this I can understand. If my brother comes with someone,
So your brother
who
comes
is
with a 26-year-old and it's okay.
26-year-old.
Yeah.
OC.
Hey,
No, I'm not going
No,
to say
no,
you have to
you have
respect
to
her.
say that.
You guys think I have to do that. Now I'm telling you, Khora, I don't have to do that.
So what would you do in that situation? He comes with a 26-year-old and it's like a full-time proper girlfriend looking to get married.
Yeah, I accept the relationship.
And how do you regard her?
How do I regard
Or
her?
how do you address her?
Ke tla mo bitsa ka lebitso la hae. I
Like,
guess
but-
she has a name.
Yes, I mean your idea of
Mamane,
this person.
the Mamane, Makoti. I can call her Makoti.
According to hierarchy,
Do you,
you're
How
supposed
about
to call
Makoti?
a sister.
would you look at her the same way you look at another 26-year-old?
No, I wouldn't. Just because she's dating my brother. That's why there's principles. There's a certain level of respect I put within the environment that I'm within.
Okay.
If she is dating my brother, I'm going to respect that because I'm not going to feel like
Ile taka
when
gago.
you are my age,
Eh, ke
I
taka
have
gago.
to approach you. No, I don't
Not
have
for
to
you're
do
gonna
that.
disrespect her or anything, but you are 3 months older than her.
I'm 3 months older than
Yes.
her.
But
Yeah.
that's,
I'm
but that's
not going
light,
to look
man.
at
That's
her.
light. Because my time, after 20 years or something, gee.
This is you're 40-year-old
Yeah, but
dating
I
a
told-
20-year-old.
Midlife crisis.
No.
Someone even younger than their child. So, Leah, this one's nothing, guys.
It is
So
nothing.
here's-
honestly.
this one's
Here's,
nothing.
here's,
it
here's a
is.
comment coming through, right? Uneliso says, my husband is 13 years older and I'm happy. I would never date
a younger
a
man.
younger man, right? And so I like the question that Afriberry just asked, Hori, what is old for you? Me, anything 9-10 years for settling, for building a relationship, I'm not for it. I wouldn't do it. I'm not for it either way, whether younger or older. I wouldn't do it. I cap it. If I'm really stretching it, I would cap it at 7, 8. 8 is really stretching it for me. Like, guys, if I settle with a girl who's 8 years younger or older, like that's stretching it for me. That's old. Like, and here's the thing: we have normalized this thing of saying "who normal." No, my brother comes with a girl who's my age. Who normal? We've normalized things that are, I would argue and say, morally, or I don't want to use the word moral because now it takes us into an entire field of saying what is morality, your moral system, how do you gauge it and stuff like that. But like, no. And the thing is, we tend to say these things in society. No, girls mature faster. No, if a guy should be older. By what standard? You're 15 years older than this girl. Umutona. Umutona.
As a guy, mangithatha ne, there has to be things that are already in place. So by me being 10 years older, mangishada, a house is already there most of the time.
Okay.
So some of the reasons why we marry younger is that if you find yourself at the age of 40, you're not going to go for a 39-year-old.
Says
Trust
who?
me.
Says who?
The society says that.
And it happens.
Yeah, but
most of the time.
here's where I have contention. Here's where I have contention. Statement to Soviet as a guy, already you've lost me. Nah, Gilimus. You've lost me. As a guy, it's this blanket approach that we have as males of saying Emachidane, Amachita Ati. So when the gents say this, what do you say individually? Because I have shared
individually,
that
100%.
yes, but you're an
I'm
individual
asking,
first before you are part of the guys.
Take a survey.
Sure, I'll grant you that.
Take a survey.
I'll grant you that.
Amongst Amachita.
Yeah.
By virtue of having this 2 out of
What's
10.
the age difference
Yeah.
between, and we're not talking, because I think I'm a between your high school sweetheart.
Sure.
Chances are you are 2 years apart.
Sure.
But mind you, when you are 40, and then you're 39,
Aye, mdala.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'll grant you this. 10 out of 10, 8 guys will go, yeah, I'm dating younger. I'm a 40-year-old. I'm dating a 30-year-old.
30-year-old.
I'm dating a 29-year-old. Sure. Are we saying it's right though? Because something has been happening for a long time.
no, it's right.
So Baba Mdala on a 45 years. Actually, Mdala.
Konanga.
You know, when you put it like
20 years younger. So normal, like it's okay, renormalize. So here's my contention. The fact that there are 2 guys on the other side means that we should consider those 2 guys. And I would argue and say, why are you dating 20 years younger than your age? Date someone who is, if you are 40 or 45, date a 39-year-old.
So if I'm 60, I'm dating 30.
Why are you dating 30 years younger? Because here's my
we
contention.
didn't say half
My
your
contention.
age.
There's what? Yes.
Your mic is off.
Oh, sorry. There's an age group where more figure it really doesn't matter. Because if I am a 50-year-old, and I'm dating someone who is 15 years younger than me, that's
35.
35. That's fine.
Ke ngwana motho
I say
ko
ngwana.
wena. My brother,
But-
think of it this
but
way.
if
When
I
you
am
are
40,
35,
but when I'm
this person
40,
was born.
I agree. But if I am 40 and I date someone who
A
is
25-year-old.
25, I sound that.
Still,
But
though.
if I am 60 years old, ngihlangana nomuntu
On a 40.
that's perfect.
Mara ke ngwana motho mo wena bathong ao mara ke ngwana. Here's the thing, and Unelisha is saying we do grow quickly. I'm sorry, I disagree with that statement.
They do.
Banyana ba papa. I'm sorry. I'm gonna do this as a hot take. I'm sorry, and it's not coming from a bad place. Banyana ba papa. Banyana ba papa, and we have this blanket approach in society, in life, that girls grow up quicker. They don't. I'm sorry.
But do you understand which aspects they are referring to? Which one about Kula fast?
What do you think those aspects are?
So even nasendlini, when it comes to things like chores, they tend to be the ones that pick up these things quicker.
Okay.
So it doesn't mean goodbye a papa. as
Okay.
in they are out there being rowdy.
Okay.
But they pick up things much quicker. Even from a verbal, like a conversation.
Sure.
You are born with a long to vote you.
So yes.
And they don't party, they don't do anything.
No.
But it's just, from a conversational standpoint.
Yeah.
where When I was in primary, I was interested in kicking ball.
Yeah.
But when they weren't, they were here, bakulum. Right? So, to a certain degree,
Do you think it's a physiological thing?
also psychological as well.
Also, coming back to this, when we were in high school, because there's this guy who wrote an article on how men are broken and how men get to develop these ideas they have. Because a lot of us, and I thought it was just something that was happening outside, but you remember when you were in high school, girls would say to you, I don't do grey trousers, right? And now you grow up with this thing, no, actually girls love, older men. to a point ya gore, when I'm 60-year-old or when I finish high school, I go to varsity, I now go back to the township with the same mentality ya gore, I can't date someone from high school because girls don't do gray trousers.
Yes.
That's when now guys go back to want to prove themselves. Hey, remember when I know somebody, when I was wearing a gray trouser while you were in grade 9, maybe go grade 12. But now I'm in varsity, you're in grade 11 or grade mang. Then he goes back. Understand? So that itself, I won't say it's we have normalized, but
we have
been wired and conditioned.
Yes, we've been conditioned completely.
We've been conditioned.
Because I'll even stretch it. Think of it go in a context yasemakaya yakumahaying, right? Where even in situations of arranged marriages, right, where a family would give their daughter away to a man who's 15, 20 years, 25 years older, right? And it's like, wait, what are we doing? Mara, these things were done contextually. So I'll give you an example. When there's a portion of people in the Nguni tribe who cut off the small, their pinky, right?
Yeah.
These things now, we consider them culture. Ngesintu kumele, one understand. Those things were working contextually so, circumstantially so, right? We adopt these traditions and now we make them tradition, we make them culture we normalize them. And so my argument is, just because something has been happening for a long time doesn't mean that it's right. One understand. And then we use excuses like, no, marumkhulu mina bekashiyuko kwa mga 18 years. No, but that was wrong. He was an 18-year-old man. By the time Africa was like Ojola only 18, are you saying as 1828 plus 5 29 30 31 32 as a 33-year-old man Ojola only 18, like even let's it's only 25 only 45.
That's
by virtue of being older cap. By virtue of being older, my argument is here, Mr. P, is that you are there's certain, for the most part, you are going to outwit this person because you are older.
Much
and
more
it goes back to the maturity thing. No. Here's the thing. Sorry?
We've seen it.
Sure. But here's my argument, Mr. P. You are 30 whatever years old now. Do you think a lady who is 20 years, 15 years older than you now, someone who's in their 50s, early 50s, do you think you would outwit them always, every time, 10 out of 10?
Older?
Yes.
Than me?
Yes. You would outwit them every time, 10 out of 10.
No.
Exactly. There's certain parts.
But your question was all the time.
Yes.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Yeah. So there are parts of izinto that I would.
You would win.
Sure.
You would have the upper hand.
Yes.
Sure.
So like if you were to meet someone manje who is well traveled.
Sure.
Obviously,
knowledgeable.
But you know, hotel. Must ask for 2 cards. A1 you leave the aircon on.
Sure.
A1 more keeper. You find your room. You get what I'm saying? So you learn these things because of time and experience.
Yes.
But Nakona, I don't think they've got a bearing as to can you date that individual or not.
Because it also goes back to the older you get, do you become wiser?
The wiser. I was about to say.
Because there can be a guy who's like 65, 45-year-old who's dating a 30-year-old, but the 30-year-old is much more wiser than the guy. That's why there's some people who are like, I want someone who's younger because I feel like, I want someone who's going to add on because I feel like my age group is like, we are more or less of the same. So let me go someone who's older or someone who's younger. For women, they're like, let me go with older because older means for them matured,
Sure.
right?
Sure.
They're not on the same length. But with us guys, like, okay, let me go for younger because younger, it feels more fresh, more energetic, and more challenging.
Let's have a
But if I'm dating
competition.
50-50,
No, Jola Ngwana Omusiang, date a girl who you're 3 years older, so that you guys are meeting each other on more or less on the same plane. And here's the thing.
So you're 45.
Yes.
Okay,
Date a
cool.
39-year-old, Baba.
Okay, but you want a family.
Date a 39-year-old.
But you're looking at having a family.
Then now we are you're creating you're doing what
Unless
Mo was
you wanna
doing. You're
step
creating
up.
context. You're creating scenario. Sure, idea physiologically so. If starting a family for a girl at 39 years, if you're dating a girl who's 39 years and doesn't have children at that point, get biological clock, it's biology in reconsider radio telling. We're talking
Sure,
dating here.
But even within dating, men strike their real pace at 40.
Yeah.
So at
Late
40,
30s, 40s.
at 40, saying the bondi, sharp, I'm still paying it off, but I've got a house, right? Kona ziyahlangana
Sure.
izinto. So it's like, okay, now I'm looking at getting a family
Sure.
for most men,
Sure.
right? So
Sure.
at that age, yeah, do you want to have kids with someone who is 39?
That's why I get it. We're talking biology here. We're talking biology.
But I'm also
right?
talking reality.
Yeah, no.
Ukuthi, manje.
But your reasoning
we're
is
in the process. No, most men are in the process of securing their first homes.
Sure.
Sharp.
Sure.
Now, because of that, now it's a good time for me to settle down and have a family.
Sure.
You are single.
Sure.
Where do you look?
Sure. Your reasoning with that statement is based on starting a family. And biologically speaking, we know that women age quicker or have their biological clock run out slightly faster than us as guys, right? I don't consider success ya gago ko sighting where bonds and house and money and whatever. I don't really ko sighting. You want to start a family? Yes, a 39-year-old. Chances are, there could be challenges to start a family or to have multiple kids with this person because they're 39 and when they get to
I like how you always
the
references
ages.
this to me.
No, I get it when I sister in the room. One understand? Do you get what I'm trying to say, Mr.
Oh,
P?
mom.
But when we're talking, I'm not considering the success. I'm not. Fella, you and I are dating, my brother. I am a 45-year-old man. You are a 39-year-old lady. You and I are meeting. So let's say on the opposite side, your things are going well. You meet a 39-year-old, you're 45. This lady is on the same level as you. Why are you not dating that lady? Making babies and having a family in. This person is meeting you on the same level as you are. She's in a corporate
At
space.
that stage,
Yes.
you've got 3 kids. She's got her own
I
2.
don't
Yeah, but I'm saying reality.
They are part of the equation.
Afri, how many men do you meet manje that are above 30 to they don't have kids?
Sheesh. It's a pretty slim chance, actually.
Right? So
Very slim.
So because teen, we date based on potential. With number one, I want kids, I want this, and that. It's only later in life where we will date for companionship.
Sure.
But because of abantwana sesinabo, and it's like, I'm fit. Now you don't want to take your body through that whole
process of having a baby again.
Yeah, you date based on, I need solid quality companionship.
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, fine, I'll go for someone who is more or less my age, because of they can provide me that experience. I am going to restaurant, pay 3,000 rand for a meal, and then umuntu azongitshela ukuthi nangu
Ke kopa
uyatrend.
Equarizi. Give me 5-star. Can I have Equarizi? Like, here's my thing, and we're about to close this because there's another conversation we're gonna get into, which I think is an interesting one as well. My thing is besides all these circumstances, Mr. B, that you're creating and scenarios, right? That's contextually. We're creating context and scenarios. My thing is with dating older or younger, the one who's older, I think, for the most part, this person is going to have cards that you don't even you're not even thinking of at that point.
They are not wise.
Well, understand. I mean, it spills into that thing. It does older mean wiser. It doesn't. I do stand on that. It doesn't mean. But by virtue, contextually, when we're talking dating specifically, not wisdom, not advice, not life experience. We're talking mjolo fella. You and I are seeing each other. We're romantic with each other. By virtue of this person being older than you, this person is going to have an upper hand. And because you are 15 years younger. This person has 15 years worth of lived experience. When this person was in grade 9, grade 10, you were only coming out and appearing in the world. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So they have 15 years worth of lived experience. That is always going to be an upper hand.
I've seen 24-year-olds
sure,
that have life experience that exceeds us combined.
Okay.
Because by appeal, like, they travel, they do izinto, they buy their first car, whatnot, they buy a repossess, like they've got like
good
lived
worth life experience, yeah.
But at a very young age.
Sure.
Yeah. Right. So think of, let's say, for example, Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Who's this?
Child stars.
They've got a very hectic life experience at a very young age.
Sure.
But let me leave this question, Gemina, for all of you. So when dating at a certain age, do you think from 30 going down, you date purely because of companionship, or you date ngoba there's an outcome that you're looking for, which either we're going to have kids and get married, or is it just, no, I just need good companionship?
I think that's a question meant for both of them, because I'm no longer dating 30 going down.
No, I'm saying if you are 30 years, because when I saw Pili life lay, were you looking for a partner that, I just need good companionship, or someone that you can build with? In other words, have kids with, be in a family set up with, kanjalo.
For me, I was not even looking for either of those. It was more, like I said, it was a case study for me to actually see what he does. Can this actually happen? Because I know, for example, I'm older, so I probably have more life experience compared to that person. And there are some things where we won't even be here. We're just going to miss.
Dating younger. I'm saying between you.
When you were in your 20s, just dating 30, in general, yeah.
When dating, whether it's someone older, were you looking at settling down with, okay, I want a family, I want kids, or is it just, I just need good company?
It was more of a companionship for me.
You didn't want any of those?
No, at that moment I was just looking for a companion. I was not in the whole mindset of like properly settling down and having that. Only later in my late 20s, 27, 28, that's when the whole mindset shifted from like, I need more than just a companion. I need, now it's all about stability, settling down. Because obviously, when you do have that stability, the companionship comes in naturally.
I did
in
for
my
vibes,
late 20s.
I still want vibes.
Get vibes. I mean, you're in your 20s. It makes sense. Here's and more. I'm gonna hand it back over to you, my brother, in a second. I think, Mr. B, for me, this is how I identify, and I hear what Afriberry is saying. But I agree, or rather, I understand. I understand what she's saying, right? But on top of it, I would add that I think there isn't like a standard response that applies across the board. Preference plays a huge role here. There are a lot of girls in society would say that they prefer, especially when they're in their younger ages, your 20s, your 30s, they would say, I prefer a slightly older guy, right? It's then when sister say fitla bo 38, 39, say ba tlo dlala le bana ba banyane. Especially if sister has 2 kids, maybe comes from a marriage that was not necessarily that successful, or a multitude of relationships that were not successful. Say Sheba Bana Bomo, DJ Mo. What TikTok? Have you seen the responses when Mo is DJing? Guys, please come onto our TikTok page when we're playing our set, right, and see some of these ladies when they respond to Mo. So it's that. So I don't think there's an across the board standard response. I think preference plays quite a huge role, where you'd find a MooCee for settling and building a family, and even taking into consideration like your biological clock and stuff. I would then have to make peace with where I'm finding myself at that age. Now I'm a certain age and I don't have children. I don't. I'm still part of that very small group of men who are of a certain age and don't have a child as yet, right? Because I don't at all. I want more that you know of, right? So I'm of a certain age. I don't have children. I'm still trying to put my life together. But even if I do get to an age of 40 to 45, I still don't think I would go for a 31-year-old. Like, what are we doing? Wang understand?
Fridays we'll have what we call Friday debates.
Sure.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Where we dissect these
where
kinds of
we
conversations. Sure.
We should be quickly doing daba and spend the last,
spend-
the
Because
last
sure,
hour
sure.
in
Yeah,
debate hour,
talking
right?
about that. But yeah,
You see, the older you
interesting.
are, manje, you're looking for companionship. Ukuthi, man, give me that quality life. Mahleli sikhuluma. I need that. But if you're thinking, okay, I'm gonna have a family in future, even if you are 40,
Yeah.
you start thinking, nah, I need someone who's 30.
Yeah.
I need someone who's 20.
why though?
Because someone who's older, a corn or chances of them giving you a family that you want, it's minimal.
Ba family ko side. Are be family ko side.
Aba bazokubiza
Why
child
o thola le
issue na
ngwana?
45.
Because ke batla family. I'm
Ba
looking
family
for-
ko side.
But I think you
Are
also-
you have kids. Ne? This 31-year-old, you're 45. This 31-year-old already has 2 kids. Phela bana ba mo casino ba matla ka bo matric go godimo.
Yes.
Right.
So we want.
So this 30-year-old or 31-year-old already has 2 kids. You have 3 of your own.
Yeah. So if I'm only looking for companionship, then it's fine. I can date closer to my age group. But if I'm looking at establishing a family,
Yeah.
Let's talk le bana, let's talk.
Look, some of the comments, of course, they came through. But before we go through the comments on YouTube, Nelly sent a voice note. Right?
this one should be good.
So let's quickly play the voice note and hear what she had to say.
Good morning, Vooka Nation, everybody in the studio. So, Nganizwa, with the topic today, it's very interesting. For some reason, I only dated my age group when I was in high school, a boyfriend that I've dated for 4 years. So I'd always been a long-term relationship girl, ne? But then after school, then I started dating Ubaba Wabandana Bami, and he was 13 years older. And for some reason, it's almost like I had also attracted your older men. Ne? I'm a hot man. And even my husband now, he's also 13 years older. But then, is it the energy thing, guys? Because even for men who would come and approach me anyway, but I like him. And now I'd really ask myself, it's okay. Is it because I had always dated the older ones, or ganchan? But anyway, I'm not complaining, guys. I'm very happy. I feel good that I found my match. So I would even make a joke to my husband to tell him, hey, Pela, this year we are turning 36, right? Well, I'm 36 because I was born 1990. Yeah, now he's turning 49. So it doesn't sit well with him. So I'll tell him, Pela, this year we're turning 36. So what are we doing for our birthdays? Because I was born 1st October, he was born 2nd October.
Yes.
So it's a tradition that we do something on our birthdays, or we go away for our birthdays every year. But I would believe the energy thing, guys, honestly.
Thank you so much. You've put it perfectly the way.
Energies attract.
Energy more than anything, guys. Like, there's an energy you give off, that will make certain people at
certain
an age group to be attracted to you. Yeah, because someone will say, yo, wait, MooCee, I see my dad in you.
Nkgopotsa malomaka.
But you see, like Afri, do you expect a 30 months? Do you expect a 31-year-old approach a match?
For me,
Honestly, yeah, sorry, go on.
like Nelly just made me aware of something. I think that's why I once had a 21-year-old head on me. I think it's also because I have this tendency of slipping into their mindset in a way when I sit with them. So hence,
Is that an outlier situation, or it happens with him, man? I'm being approached by kids.
sometimes it literally just happens out of the blue. I once had so this guy, this little one, he's a friend of my cousin. This little one is 20 right now. No, right now he wrote me a message. He's like, I love you. And you see, my girlfriend wants me to stop talking to him. Like, hey, my brother, focus on your life. I deleted him on WhatsApp. I'm like, leave me alone and focus on your life. Date your young girlfriend. It does happen every once in a while. And I always ask myself,
I agree, but I'm asking in terms of the margin of older men compared to Laba Bancane.
So the margin of older would probably be more.
Right.
I remember
so
in my street, like uhamba nge-crutches, isibindi sakhe.
Guys,
Ontsha twetwe atla monna re wetsi ka bona wena o ka bona o ka re o right ha o batle ke go tlhokomele
yeah, right, it's energy, so you attract that.
But at that moment, you see, that's the way. It's energy. Yes, it is energy. But at that moment, if you go to my hood,
That's
they'll tell you that
funny, though.
most of the time I'm a loner. And I make it like properly known that you're older than me.
But you're being approached by older guys,
Yeah.
right? So a 31-year-old man just like
Aye, Matita.
looking at
Now I'm gonna come
24,
for the guys.
25.
Stop, Jolal.
Aye, right.
So
Like-
sometimes,
Right.
and most of the time, is people think when you're approached by older people or younger people, it makes you look mature. Sometimes
It's
they're like,
not.
sometimes like maybe the boys like, sister, it's easy. Let me just go and approach this 30-year-old.
okay. Oh, I get what you're saying.
Even the
Oh.
guys, maybe sometimes they'll go. I'm not.
I'm not. Spectrum.
easy target.
Spectrum. Yeah,
So
no,
let me
I
just
get you.
try.
Yeah. No, I get
Understand.
you. So my thing is, Mr. P, we are na le bo ma 45 re promile le ma timer ma khotana mnati wa bona tshotse rena se dikopane re pakile dikoloi tse di sharp wa nthola bo sister ke ba le kana ke bua bo sister di patiri tsa rona bo sister ba ba mnati, right? 5-6 years younger, 5-6 years older. That's more or less around. And Rafeta, there's two more things. Hot take ya chesa guys, right? O botla le ngwana o na le 29 years. Tshwantse tlo ploma ya no le batho ba rona. 29 re go di 40s re bua batho wa understand mo se re bua we want society tsa body stock fele tsa go etsa body pizza re batlo reka ditulo ditafole wa understand di gas stove dikobo. That's what we're talking. O botla le 29-year-old tshwantse re plome le one mo o tshomi wa itse mabane ko Rockefeller ready until 10 years back. That's where I'm coming from. Wa understand? And so now you're pushing this person 10 years further into their life because you're no longer there and they have to make up for the now you have to like compromise a couple of years. I've seen it, I've done it myself. I've elevated myself and tried to give off the energy beyond my years because I'm trying to make up for this gap. It's a huge gap. 10 years plus is a huge gap. Whether you're financially great, you have kids, you don't, it doesn't matter your life standing at that point. But one of you or both of you are going to either make up older or younger. We understand. We're 36. No, chief. No, get 13 years.
You are 36.
You are 36. And not in a bad way. I'm not trying to come for her or anything. But there is making up here. There is making up. And there's quite a few instances where I've seen with these girls. I mean, in the artistic space, I get MooCee. 27. What are 27. You understand? But because they don't know, we chill. And as an older person, you feel it, you see it comes out. You are going to, there's certain instances that are going to happen, or situations or scenarios that where your age is going to come out.
The perfect example is when we practically reminisce over old adverts or old television shows. And then when how do you say
that's nothing. That's nothing.
But it's like, let's say I'm an avid reader and then we talk about Ingwati, right? So I can reference Ingwati that you've never read, but these books have been around
for ages.
Not for ages.
For 2 years.
Yeah,
2 years.
So it's like you could have also read them as well, right? But also with energies, Mister, comes back to energies where I am 10 years older than my girlfriend. Ne?
Sure.
And she doesn't do the same. So it's not like she's missing out on izinto that she's supposed to do.
Yeah.
That now I have to compensate to see my babies as so jive so
Yeah.
that you live that portion of your life.
Yeah.
So kunezinto where I love staying indoors. man.
Yeah.
And it's something I've always loved. So let's say I meet someone who's 30 years old, ne? And me being 7 years older than them, bo, they enjoy spending time at home.
That's
Right.
something different. I think.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is kunezinto where one might say you might miss a life experience by not or doing certain things.
Sure.
But it's like, but I don't do those things anyway.
Now that's something different, Mr. P. You I know when you would not end up with someone open life. You wouldn't.
Right.
Whether older or younger, that's not what you're attracted to. That's not what you're looking for.
So I'm saying in that situation, I don't have to compensate. She doesn't have to compensate.
Yeah, no. This is preference on what I like, what I'm looking for in a partner. Matters not to the age gap. This is things that you're looking for in a partner. I know you wouldn't date someone or tsamamboro kafela or event all white. You wouldn't do that. That's not you. That's things. Now we're talking preferences and things that you're looking for in a partner. I'm saying
So
there's
I'm
certain
saying, Gemanj, we are 10 years apart.
Yes.
ne? So what is it that she would have to compensate or I compensate because of?
I think it happens in the moment. I've seen it in the moment. It's not something that I would think of now. When this happens, that's I say to Afriberry. I already advertised something like talking about, when we were growing up, we used to play marbles. That's
Reminiscing.
wrong understand. But there's certain things where you are reasoning capacity. It makes sense. What you get what I'm trying to say? Like you can hear because you're seeing yourself at that age.
But coming back to what you mentioned,
Sure.
older doesn't mean wise.
No, I'm not saying wise. But you can hear the reasoning at that age or with whatever we're talking about is of a 30-year-old, right?
So in other words,
think of yourself when you were 30.
Yeah.
Check back to when you were 30, right? And you would date a 30-year-old now. There's certain things that you did when you were 30 that applied
It's
to
funny.
being a 30-year-old.
It's funny because there was a time, I used to read a lot of books back then.
Sure.
And I've stopped reading. And I feel like with my intellect, I've regressed.
Because you've stopped reading.
Funny.
Sure.
enough, right?
Sure.
So I feel like the 30-year-old me was much more in tuned.
I get that. That's you.
Yeah.
That's a you thing.
And it could be possible for someone that I'm dating, like a 30-year-old who is in touch.
Yeah, no, it's
know,
possible.
yeah.
I'll grant you that. I don't know if you've had those experiences, but I've had experiences where I'm chilling with a younger girl, whether socially or really to ratla, and it's good. The energy is great. Like we're vibing. We're here. I'm seeing you, seeing me, seeing each other, and the souls are meeting and they're having a dance, man. It's like, yeah, it's cool. But okay. Because there's certain references that I would want to make that someone who's 2 years younger or older would understand. Like there's a reference, Raiti, when we were growing up in the early 2000s, there were certain things that were happening where someone who would be Mo's age would not necessarily identify or resonate with that reference because it's something that happened back in 2007. Right? When we play our house music more, I would say, I remember this song came out in 2008. You don't have that reference, right? Because you are not there just as yet. Now you can appreciate the music because it's good music.
Yeah.
But when I say Changes in My Life, for instance, Mo wanted to play it. I remember that song came out in 2007. It was a huge hit in the festival of 2007. Changes in My Life. And the reason I reference it...
Afri's nodding.
Okay, Jumpy said it, but the reason I reference
Afri's
it...
nodding as well. Yeah.
I know it because
Was-
it's taking me back and eventually the quantum.
2007, the reason
In
I
my
remember
time.
it was the year that I lost my mother, right? And it was a huge change in my life. I reference it and resonate with it with that regard. But I'm also thinking outside of that space, Changes in My Life, that song was a hit in 2007. I remember vividly so. I see it. I see it where Maurice was a place, right? I was younger, but I can... Do you get what I'm trying to say? And then I date someone young. Hey, show it's Maurice ka 2007. You fit opinion e sharp. No sa kene ka teki ko Maurice ke eng ya no. I'm making an example.
It's not like we want other things to be relatable.
I'm making an example. I'm not saying like that's the specific thing, but I'm saying certain things come up in context, in conversation, in the moment where your reasoning as a certain age group comes out. Yeah, no, I'm not blaming you. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying it
but this
comes
has nothing
out.
to do with the reasoning, because if I do not have an experience of something, it doesn't mean that my reasoning is poor.
Sure.
I just don't know about that thing.
Yes, because
That's
of
it.
what? Your age.
Yeah, because of my age.
Yes.
It's cool, but I have things you know absolutely
absolutely.
nothing
I
about,
grant you.
Which, yes.
Yes.
And how is it that you do not know about these things?
Sure.
You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
So we come with my experiences from all sorts of things.
Sure.
There are some people that come from a Makaya, spent a good 20 years, and then Bafika Joburg, and they've got stories for days.
Yeah.
Or you can marry a woman, younger or same age, but now Kurela Makaya, and they happen to also go to an affluent school, right?
Yeah.
But then they've got these things, man, where they can share zinto.
Yeah.
Which for someone your age, it's like,
I haven't
ozazi,
done it. Yeah.
right?
No,
Yeah.
I get
So
you.
it's not like we're looking for the same thing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to marry myself.
Yeah, because I think
Your
just
ideal,
to close it off, I mean, another thing is it's like, when you look at people who are younger than you, it's like they bring back that energy in you. You know,
Youthful
you
energy.
don't want someone to you know, like their bag heads.
It's an interesting one.
It's an interesting one. So we are left with only 20 minutes. With that being said, I'm just going to go through some of the comments that
Yes.
came through, and then we take a short break, and then we'll come back with your hot take, right? So earlier, Mam Tembi came through saying good morning, Underground Radio, and Vooka Nation, team on a cloudy cold Friday, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and then hashtag Happy Friday, also wishing you a wonderful, blessed, long weekend ahead. Stay safe and take care of yourself. And then Z came through saying, with Mo saying he won't date his mother or grandmothers, I want to see if he will say that in the next 10 years. I'm standing by.
You're standing on business.
I'm standing on business.
I
Understand?
can agree it won't. He might just date like 10 years younger, but not older.
Not older. I won't.
I look forward to the next 10 years.
And then
I look
Z
forward.
came through saying, I just love listening to MooCee expressing his views in a conversation. I could listen to him all day. Then TK saying, MooCee is really not having it. And then Nzako saying, Banyana ba papa, MooCee kills me. I personally date older, at least 7 or 8 years gap between me and my partner. I can't date someone my age. They're not on the same wavelength as I am. Right? And then Neliswa says, MooCee, age is just a number, my brother. Age is just a number. Little Queen saying,
Hello,
hi,
Queen.
Mr. P. I hear MooCee very well. At some point, you can pick up if someone is young based on speech or
Absolutely.
even conduct. Then
Hey,
Z
wawuka,
says,
man.
Nkemise.
Nkemise for Papa Nkemise.
Look,
Hey,
this won't
Nkemise.
end. This won't end. We know very well. But what we're going to do right now is just to take a short break, and then we will be back, of course, with more. So please stay tuned and don't switch it down.
Maybe I think I can just let go. Maybe I think I can just
I get it. I guess I get it now. Life is taking enough from me. Think I just need security. Yeah. So crazy how anything can happen. Hedging my bets so.
Delilah, why you wanna bring me so? Delilah, why you wanna bring me so? I can tell you've been mixing from the sign. you've been given. How you so dangerous? How are you playing up? Know me straighten up, know me waking up. Fine girl, she want me. Give her my love, only. Till my love, she want me. She do me that, she do me. Fine girl, she want me. Give her my love, only. Till my love, she want me. She do me that, she do me. Delilah, why you wanna break me so? 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 Take chance. Oh, why make plans on me? Come fly, come land on me. Go do, go dance. Take time, take chance. Oh, why make plans on me? Come fly, come land on me. Go do, go dance. Take time, take chance. Oh, why make plans on me? Come fly, come land on me. Go do, go dance. Take time, take chance. Oh, why make plans on me? Come fly, make land on me. Delilah.
Heartbeats up and down, I'm in a gambling phase. Going round and round, it's a trampoline stay. Oh, it's like I never run out of breath. And I don't care if we make a mess. It doesn't matter what's coming next. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer. Can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind. And I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours.
And of course, it is 13 minutes until we hit 10 o'clock on the dot. You're still with us, giving you the energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. It is the last Friday of this month. Hope that, of course, your Friday mode has been activated, because
Yes,
that's what
sir.
we aim to do. Thank you so much, man, for your sentiments and sharing your thoughts. But it does not only stop there. You can also go across all our social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show. But without wasting any of your time, let's get deep into it, because we don't have a lot of time left, right?
We don't. We
Every
have about
Friday, you always come
5,
with your
7
hot
minutes.
take, right?
Eish.
And people love listening to you.
Aye, man.
People love listening to
Aye,
you,
well.
right?
Yes.
And Z also said she can stay all day listening to
Yo, zinalo narika. One tola.
you. Right? But yeah, hit
Hot
us.
take, guys. I have another one this week. Like kids are getting one. Oh, right. My hot take this week is that emotional people should not be involved in high stake situations. Emotional people should not be involved in high stakes situations. Agree or disagree? Talk to me.
I disagree.
I agree.
You disagree?
I
Okay,
disagree.
Afriberry agrees. Mr. B?
I agree with you.
You agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Emotional people.
Emotional people should not be involved in high stakes situations.
So highly emotional, because we're all emotional, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we have emotions.
Sure.
I mean, people who break the.
Every once in a while, they just have a
Wakai.
mental breakdown.
Oya ko kae, o batla eng? Nna kwa. Nna fale. We will handle it. Rona ba re kgona go rationalize, who can detach, we will handle it. Oto tatazela, you're going to have flight or fight mode. You're going to get stuck and Papa, nna fale bikinyana.
No. Let's get deep into it.
Let's
try
get deep
to
into
find
it.
out.
Ha, one key again.
Yeah.
Emotional people should not be involved in high stakes situations more.
Yeah.
The general view, the general take here, what people think in society, in public, in general life, is that society often celebrates emotional people as passionate, empathetic, and deeply human, right? The general belief is that emotions bring authenticity, moral compass to any situation, even high stakes one. We're told that feelings make us better decision makers because they connect us to people and values. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Can we agree on that?
Yeah.
Partially.
Sure, right?
Yeah.
For the most part.
Partially.
Right?
Yeah.
I have emotions, I'm empathetic, we're going to connect, I'm going to feel what you're feeling, and I'm there with you, right? That's what people think. Here's my bold claim. My bold claim is that highly emotional individuals should not be involved in high stakes situations. When immediate action and clear reasoning are required, emotions can cloud judgment. They can slow response and escalate tension. In those moments, detachment and rationality matter more than passion. Khan.
No, I do agree with that part. With the part of your statement.
Yes.
But I feel like with high stakes situation, emotional people have showed us that there's something wrong, right? If you are in a room that doesn't have emotional people, there are a lot of bad things that are going to happen because people feel like, okay, let me be rational with this thing. And there are moments and stakes that doesn't need you to be rational at some point. It needs people to be as emotional as they can. So there was a situation I was involved in when I grew up, and we were in a transport, ne? And I would consider myself an emotional person at that moment, right? And I felt like it was a high-stake situation whereby I needed to report a crime that was happening in front of me. So this girl, she went on a competition. She won an iPod. She was very happy. Showed us go transporting. Hey guys, I won an iPod
Sure.
because of the competition.
Sure.
Right? What happens is she puts back her iPod, have a conversation with her friends, go transporting. And the guy that I'm with, Debza, opens her bag,
Sticky fingers.
Steals it.
the iPod. At that moment, if I was not an emotional person, because I went through the emotions with her to say this person is happy and I don't want to ruin that moment for her, right? So a high stakes situation, if I was rational, I was like, you know what, man, Tebza lena man ko bona mo watswa teng man, is like wa paisisega man, understand? Tebza wa iphandela lena. Tebza is someone he doesn't have a lot of things and I would let him get away with this thing. But because I decided to be emotional, I reported the matter. I was like, you know what, Tebza, dude, I'm emotional. I'm emotional at this point.
I hear what you're saying. Based on where I'm coming from,
Yeah.
I wouldn't categorize that situation as a high stakes
Okay.
situation or
It
scenario.
seems more logical.
It's you're being empathetic. You're being like you're doing the right thing. At least in my book, morally so. You are a good friend or you are a good individual. You are a good person. In life in general. Kibua situation here last month when we were involved in that accident. I lost my key and like proper high stakes situations.
Break down, Baba,
But,
cry.
but now, does emotional mean hysterical? That's the question.
I would
also.
add that. I would add that. So emotional, where your rationale it goes out the window. That's where I'm coming from, Mr. B. Not necessarily you might not be hysteric about it, but emotional, where your judgment is clouded, right? Reasoning is affected. Like you're so attached. You know those people. Askisi, mara uskala, and it's like no. We need to deal with the situation now. You won't understand, and you still want to be empathetic, and you want to go through the moment. It's like we're gonna cry, but
After, but at
this
the
is
moment,
not. This is not the moment now.
Logic is needed.
That's where I'm coming from. And I'm a bit biased because I'm not an empathetic individual. I'm not.
Yes.
I'm really am not empathetic. And I've seen where people like myself who are not empathetic can come off as not having feelings. Like what as nazwelo. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I'm cold. Yeah, it's as if I'm brash and I'm a cold-hearted person. It's like no. I'll make an example.
Do you have a scenario that you can use?
Not necessarily, but I have situations that I've been a part of where, for instance, because I lost my mother at a young age, and I've seen this in choirs, in my experience, when someone else loses their mother, and we are older now, we're in our 20s and our 30s, and then people will look at me as, yo, MooCee,
with the expectation.
you would understand what this person, I understand, but the expectation is, it's like, no.
It can't be.
Like, no, guys, like, we went through the same thing, but we're different. How it happens and how we regulate and how we resonate and how we approach the situation is totally different. Like, but I'm not gonna feel the feelings that you're going through. I'm not empathetic like that, because empaths really embody the feelings of the next person. Yeah. I can sympathize. I can completely. I feel sorry. I feel bad for you. But like, no, I'm not gonna cry with you. You won't understand. And so in situations where we're getting mugged, in situations where, and I'm making ridiculous examples because those are sort of what people would identify as high stakes situations, right? There's an accident. People are chasing us. There's a break-in, a situation where someone broke in the house when I was in the house. People tried to break in. You won't understand. People, you know those people who freeze. Like, yo, hey, when understand, I feel like that, and so you shouldn't be involved. Like, because you're gonna want to come, you know, and then they cry. No, my sister, no, like that's where
let them cry. Let them go through the emotion.
We want to break down the situation and resolve it.
If that person cries at that moment, I feel like they're letting out the emotion and then bringing back the rational.
I think
you're not.
Well, when I think what MooCee is also trying to point out, or what this is trying to point out, is that there's some situations where it's literally a do or die, and there's no time for emotions.
There's no time, exactly.
So that's when you need to be able to detach yourself from your emotional state and become a strategist and be strategic, rationalize, think logically how you're going to actually escape that certain situation.
Absolutely.
We're not saying that emotion does not apply in stressful situations, but at that moment you need to keep the emotion out and find a way of salvaging yourself within that situation that you find yourself in.
Absolutely.
I'm super emotional, but when it's do or die, trust me, I kick my emotions out of the door and I think logically about what I need to do.
There are people who become emotional in a moment where they need to be rational, and there are people who become rational in a moment where they need to be emotional. So it's kind of vice versa. That's why you talk about situations.
But here I'm being specific. High stakes situations where we want clear rationality, we want strategy, we want to resolve whatever we're going through.
Let's say our president is a woman, and then our country is being attacked. There's going to be a war.
Wallah.
She breaks down.
Wallah.
It's a problem. We are dead as a nation.
We have to fight.
You're supposed to give us a strategy.
We have to
we're going to attack.
And then you do what Cupcake did during COVID. Guys, you know the country is going through a hard. President, what are we doing? And I'm not saying this is women. I'm saying these are people who are like that. These men who are like that.
Yeah, a guy like that need MooCee by his side.
No, then here's the thing. I'm going to advise you. Yes, we need MooCee, people who can think clearly in that moment. My brother, that's what I would say to you. Stand by the side. Rona, ba re kgonang go e bona this thing, because my feelings and my emotions in that moment don't matter. They really don't.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Remember that movie I told you where it's these bunch of high school kids
Yes.
flying to another country?
Yes.
Fortunately, the plane in the Alps,
Yeah, it crashed. Yeah.
They don't have food.
Yeah.
So there was these individuals that said, "Look, we're gonna have to sever the bodies of
the deceased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do it so that behind the plane,
So that you don't see that we're being cannibalistic.
Yeah. Afriberry.
Sounds so wrong. In the last remaining few minutes, guys. So the myth here, Mo, is that emotions make decisions humane and balanced.
Yeah.
That's the myth.
Yeah.
But the reality is that emotions often distract perception. Studies in psychology show that high emotional arousal reduces cognitive flexibility and impairs rational problem solving. In crises, hesitation or overreaction can cost lives, opportunities, or trust. Regulation, not raw emotion, is what makes a person effective under pressure. The critique here, the cultural critique, is that in our culture we glorify emotional expression. We say, follow your heart. We praise leaders who show vulnerability, but in high-stake context, from emergency rooms to boardrooms, unchecked emotion can be dangerous. Passion without regulation becomes panic. Empathy without boundaries becomes indecision. We need to stop romanticizing emotion as universally good and start recognizing when it undermines clarity. And that's my bold claim this week, guys. Highly emotional individuals need to step out of high stakes situations.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, that's my bold claim this week.
And I saw with like both of you guys, same paintbrush, because you guys are agreeable this morning. Go yonkin. Right?
No comment. No comment.
But
No
did you
comment.
observe that?
Yeah.
It's like, Afro's like, Yeah.
No, but because it's when need. Because
right
even
there.
for me, some people think that I'm a bit heartless because whenever I'm stressed out, people don't see my stress. And then until I sit down, I'm like, you know what? I'm stressing about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I'm like thinking about this, like, what's already stressy? Hey, I'm like, because I don't wear my problems on my face. I don't wear them on me. I think about them. I marinate myself in my issues and I find a way to solve them. Me sitting down and having a mental breakdown is not going to solve it because after crying, the issue's still there.
Exactly. I mean, yeah.
It's still there. I can cry, but it's still there. So I need to think about ways of solving the problem.
I know we need each other as men and women.
Beautiful, man. I know
Anyway.
that this is not going to,
It will go on for another
it will
30
go
minutes as
on,
well.
it will
Yeah,
go
yeah,
on.
yeah,
But
yeah,
the conversation, of course,
does not end here.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
it does continue to our social media platforms. So, of course, with the last minutes that we have, any plans for the weekend?
Afriberry.
Work. I'll be at work again this weekend.
Yeah.
Until Monday, I unfortunately. So I'll be working tomorrow, Sunday, Monday. But otherwise, I'm excited for Sunday. I just hope the wind tear gets me again when I go to the stadium this time around.
All right, Derby.
Yes, because last time when I went for the derby to go work there, I got hit by tear gas. So no tear gas this
It's a
time
hectic
around. I am
weekend.
praying.
And Ghana King Ultra is also happening.
Oh, yes, tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'll try,
so it's a very hectic
It
weekend.
is completely.
Yeah.
In Joburg,
Oh
it's gonna be-
yes, and then on Sunday there's Sober Fest happening there at Soweto Theatre, hosted by the Mazwai sisters.
Yeah, Mazwai sisters, yeah.
It's
Sober
sober.
Fest.
Yes, Sober
yeah.
Fest.
So there's no alcohol.
No alcohol. It's all about sobriety, living life of sobriety, finding
cover
what.
AA thing.
Yeah, you can say that. It's like an AA thing, but with entertainment. There's also yoga included. Tandisa Mazwai will be performing. Tuku Mazwai, I think she's also going to do something on stage. And if I'm
Poetry,
correct,
yeah.
she's also the MC of the event of it. So the whole aim of the event is to teach people about living life through sobriety, that you don't always need to get lit.
So I thought when I saw this on social, because I follow Soweto Theatre's Facebook page. Soweto's finest. I thought maybe there's like it's a play on the word. For a sober faced, but I said
It's
right?
not even a
So I don't know how they're gonna do it, because guys, the events at Soweto Theatre really get proper, like it gets down, Mr. B. So I don't know how they're going to do it because the venue itself sells alcohol. It sells alcohol, you know. So I don't know how they're going to do it. And I see people getting even more drunk because people are going to steal alcohol.
And then abanye bazoza ngama Stanley Cups bafakile ngaphakathi.
So not that I know, I've heard. Again, I have friends who drink.
Bo shapo feta bojwala
The
bo bona
alcohol that you're
straight.
stealing slaps a bit harder. But Mr. B, how about your plans for this week?
Yo, next, guys.
You don't have anything planned?
Yeah, that's good for me.
Yeah. Do you think you're gonna rest a bit? But I mean, you're gearing up for next week, right? The first 2-3 days.
So that's next week. So, but the weekend, no.
Nothing much planned.
nothing.
Okay.
Oh yes, going to cook out to Sunday, ne?
Yes, so Mo and I on Sunday, guys. This is another one. Like last month, we're repeating it again. So it's a Sundays, curating Imbiza cookout right here at Dobsonville, not too far from our studios. The place is called Styles Joint. So Mo and I are going to be laying it down on the decks again this coming Sunday, and it's going to be a jump. If you thought the last two were great, this one is even going to be way better than the last two. So Imbiza Cookout, curated by Soweto Sundays, is going to be taking place this coming Sunday on the 26th of April. All events start, I think, at 2, and we're going to be gearing up for watching the derby as well. So there's going to be watching the game. Then after watching the game, great food, great music, great people. At 8 p.m., Mo and I are going to be doing the things, man. So I'm excited for that. But over and above that, Mr. B, a very good friend of mine is getting married. Upaseka Sonamzi.
He's a Vooka.
He's a Vooka Ndota member, right? I mean, he's part of the Vooka Nation as
Vooka
well.
Nation,
He's,
I was about to say.
yeah. So Paseka is getting married tomorrow and on Sunday. So it's going to be like a great weekend. I'm so excited for him.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
to Mr.
huge
Sonamzi.
congratulations to him. And I mean, he was here in studio yesterday. He paid us a visit, and he celebrated his birthday like 2 weeks ago. So in your birth month, your birthday month, in your birth month, you're also getting married. So that's gonna be like it's gonna be a great one, guys. So I look forward to that as well. And then I'm excited, Mr. B. I'm
It's a good way
excited.
to save on money.
I mean, yeah.
No, I mean, like
Anniversary
with the anniversaries and the
with birthday
birthdays,
in the same month.
Yo.
Ne? Yes, so I think that promises to be a great one, and I look forward more. I don't know about you, but I'm excited.
I'm also excited.
Sunday,
I'm also excited.
because we're gonna play at the wedding,
Exactly,
and then
and
later
head over to-
we'll go Ibiza.
But one
Are
thing
you
I'm
not
scared
baking this
of-
weekend?
No.
I get pula yini. Ngwana wa baker.
Look, I think more than anything, what scares me is the weather. I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
Because it's not looking so great, ne? But when we are checking the weather forecast and everything, it
It
looks
says it's
like
gonna
Saturday
open
and
up.
Sunday.
It's gonna open up.
And next week also it's opening up.
Oh, when you guys,
right?
yes, when you guys travel, right?
Yeah.
So that you don't
yeah.
travel in rain. Yeah.
Hopefully, man, we are going to be getting a sunny weather tomorrow. But with that being said, thank you so much. Another last comment came through from Z saying, Afriberry, son of Mother Nature, the Mist, and Mr. B, great show it was, team. Thanks for indulging with us with your presence and views expressed.
Hey.
That's what we aim to do each and every weekday.
Yes, sir.
From 8 to 10 a.m., of course. And until we see each other next week, guys, enjoy your weekend. Be safe. And good luck to Amakosa Mahle. Monday, Shaba to Sunday.
I shall to Sunday, Baba. I don't know, guys. Our favorite pirates, I get you a song. I would be embarrassed to be supporting that other team. But we are here. We're here. So, same time next week, same place, guys, where we give you a daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by an energetic start to the day.
From the team to us, much love and take care.